Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good. So DJI has come up with a new DJI FLY app update, that is version 1.12.8, and this version is going to have a significant difference from the older version that it had. And this upgrade is both for DJI Mini 3 Pro and DJI Mini 4 Pro. So in this video we are going to check out what all difference we are going to see with this particular upgrade, and we are going to upgrade on DJI Mini 3 Pro. Let's see whether we will be able to fly our drone more than 120 meters on ad. And also we'll check what are the major difference that we are going to see with this particular version. So without wasting much of time, let's quickly get into the video, guys.
So guys, here on the screen you can see that we have received a notification to update the DJI RC firmware. So basically this firmware is going to update our RC firmware as well as DJI FLY app version. So before updating, let me show you the current version that I'm running on. So in the about section you can see these details. So here in the RC firmware I'm currently on 01.03.07. So this version is going to be updated, and also I'm going to get the DJI FLY app updated. So currently DJI FLY app version is 1.11.4. So this also will be updated. So in the safety settings, let me show you the important parameter. Here you can see the max altitude. Now currently it's set to 500 meters with the current version. So after updating, we need to see whether we will be able to fly our DJI Mini 3 Pro up to 500 meters or not. So I'm clicking on update. So you have to ensure your RC is connected to the internet connection. If you guys ask me what's new in this particular version, so guys, DJI has added 3 features to this version. Firstly, they have added enlarged text formats. So basically you're going to get a text fonts in a larger size so that those are clearly visible to you. Secondly, you're going to see the flight plans or the location where you're going to fly. So users can directly find the red zones, yellow zones and blue zones from DJI FLY app itself and plan their flight accordingly. So third feature that we are going to get is we can directly search the new products of DJI directly on the DJI FLY app itself, and also we are going to see the tutorial videos. And the flight guidance is also going to be mentioned for specific areas. So these are the 3 features that we are going to see with this latest version. There is going to be some difference with this particular version. So far, whenever DJI has brought up a new update for DJI FLY app, they used to give a minor bug fixes or some other updates. But here I can see that 3 major upgrades. Let's see what things are going to change with the newer version. And also we are going to see whether our drone will be able to fly over the 120 meters, because that's the main constraint for the Indian users. So guys, here we go. Our upgrade is successfully done and you can see a new interface of DJI FLY app. So here is our tutorials that we can learn about the product, and here is the instructions how we can connect our drone to the goggles. So firstly we can see the flight plan here. Before we fly, we can see in which area we are flying, whether the flight zone is in green zone or red zone or blue zone. So you can simply search for the city that you're traveling or that you are planning to fly. So let me search as a Bangalore. So you can find the red zone, blue zone and the airport areas. So you can plan your flight accordingly. Basically in the red zones and the blue zones you cannot fly your drone. In the red zones probably you will be able to fly up to 150 meters. And here when I zoom out you can see 2 gray circles. So that means this area is in red zone. It's not actually been displayed here. There is a different process for Indian users to check out red zone and blue zone. We have a different DGCA application to check these zones. I'll make a dedicated video on that, but here you can find some basic information, and if you want to unlock any region, any location, you can simply apply for it based on your drone and you can get the approval. In the new version you can see a quick transfer button. Once you click on it, you see all the instructions listed out to connect your DJI FLY app to your drone. This is not a new feature, this is basically a older feature itself available on all the DJI drones, but the interface is quite different for the quick transfer with this new DJI FLY app version. Third button that you see on DJI FLY app is service. So once you click on service, you get all the list of services available by DJI. You can simply connect with support, you can check your DJI Care Express, you can put the service request and all other things. We get instructions to connect our DJI goggles to our DJI FLY app. Now let me click on Go Fly. So once we click on Go Fly, we can see that there is a simple changes on the DJI FLY app. We get an option to select for standard font as well as the large text. So simply when you hit on a large, all the fonts will be enlarged and the visibility will be better, but I like the standard ones, so I'm going to keep it as a standard. And also the warning messages that earlier used to appear in red now are appearing in yellow. And here in the safety settings, you can see that our max altitude is set to 500 meters. That is a good news. We have to check whether our DJI Mini 3 Pro will be able to fly above 120 meters or not. Before doing that, let's see what all changes we are seeing with this particular version. So let's go to the about section and see whether our DJI FLY app is updated or not. Yeah, app version is now being displayed as 1.12.8. And also aircraft firmware version is the same one. RC firmware is 01.03.12. Before it was 07, now it is changed to 12. So RC firmware and the DJI FLY app has changed, and max altitude is still set to 500 meters. That is really fantastic. And we can also change the auto RTH based on our requirement. And whenever you update your DJI FLY app, ensure that you have to go to the advanced settings and ensure that your signal loss is set to RTH. So our signal loss is set to RTH. Alright, we are coming out. Now let's see what all changes we see. So guys, in the interface we can see a small changes like a map is one of the change. So when we click on a map, we can change the navigation, I mean north and south pole, and also we can change the view of the map, and also we can minimize it. It was available with the older version as well, but it looks like some additional graphics are added to the map. And also in the controls we can add the display zoom, I mean standard, and the large text selection. Other than that guys, I don't see any major difference in the safety settings or controls or in the camera settings or in the transmission. So everything remains same as the older version. So now let's fly our drone and check out whether we will be able to fly our drone more than 120 meters or not. So let me quickly increase the drone height. So till the drone reaches 120 meters, let me tell you one thing. After upgrading to this particular version, my smart RC is not giving a proper touch response. So whenever I'm clicking on something, I'm seeing a delay of 2 to 3 seconds. There might be some problem with the RAM or the storage. I need to check on that. I'll put a comment after checking on that. So guys, now here on the screen you can see that we have reached 120 meters and the warning font seems to be different. We used to get a warning earlier as well, but now the warning font is quite different, and also we get a red bar beside the font. So this was another thing that I noticed after the upgrade. Now looking at the map, we get an extra dot over here. If you click on that, it will be pointing towards the RC location, and if you click on the same dot again, it will be pointing towards the aircraft location. Other than that, if you guys have noticed, in the older DJI FLY app version, based on the battery percentage, we used to get the estimated return to home timing and also the forced landing timing. So in the older DJI FLY app version, that calculation was quite wrong. Whenever we used to reach 50%, it used to say that in 3 minutes it has to return to home or something. That issue has been fixed. Here you can see that my remaining battery is around 66, and it says that we would require 19 minutes to return to home and 23 minutes to force land. So this issue has been fixed in this particular newer version. Other than that, if you take a look at the other modes in the video or quick shots in the hyperlapse, everything remains same. Nothing changes over here. Even tracking feature performs same as the older DJI FLY app version, so we don't see any difference over here. Talking about the resolution and frame rate, that remains same as the older version. There is no change. These particular changes has to be come up with the aircraft firmware if DJI wills to give any changes in the camera module or something. Other than that, everything remains same. Tracking, 3 modes, active shots, spotlight and POI, that too remains same as the older version. So this version is quite stable. I have used it quite frequently. There is no particular problem or any issue. You guys can definitely go for it and upgrade your drone to the latest version. And guys, the main important thing is RTH is working very accurately, and even the hack works well, so your drone will be able to fly more than 120 meters without any issue. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you have liked this video and found this video informative. If you guys found this video informative, do hit a like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.